Sadness? Dr. Algalves explains how we might use it as a positive outcome.
I wondered about the value of sadness. You know, I mean, again, if human beings can feel sad, there has to be some value to it. It would have been wiped out long ago by natural selection if it didn't have value. Survival value, helping us live, you know. So what would be the value of sadness?
I think it helps calm you down.
Okay. In some ways
It can put you in a more an easier way to look at something.
it can put you in a different state, in a calmer state, in a quieter state perhaps. Maybe help you be aware of some of the seriousness of life.
It takes the ego out of you.
Okay. It can really help take the ego out. So it helps you get in touch with reality. Yes. And that's very useful, I think, right?
Well, I like to fantasize a lot. So it was good for me.
It was good because it sort of brought you to reality. Had that value to it. I was thinking about it, and what occurred to me is that sadness gives me a really important message because it tells me what's precious to me, and it tells me what I want to nurture. It tells me what I want to take care of. Because if it makes me sad, then man, that's something I want to take care of. It's precious. I want to nurture it and care for it. So it can be a really good message, right? A very helpful one. So now I'm going to do one more exercise, and this is an exercise that's designed to help you put the mind and body together. Designed to help you connect your body with your mind. So what I'm going to do is ask you 4 questions, and each of the questions is about an issue that you'd like to work on in this exercise. Okay, and I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You can answer them for yourself, and you don't have to share this with anybody. And then I'll ask you to pick out one issue, and we'll work on it in the exercise. The first question is, what's keeping you from feeling pretty okay? Now that's assuming you don't feel pretty okay. You may feel pretty okay, and then maybe nothing will come up. That's the question. What's keeping you from feeling pretty okay? Now I'd like you to take that issue and put it off to the side. And here's the second question. What's missing from your life? Now I'd like you to put that off to the side. And the third question is, what is an issue you'd like to work on today? And now you can put that one off to the side. And the final question is, what's another issue you'd like to work on today? What I'd like you to do now is to pick one of those issues. Pick one of those 4 that you want to work on. It doesn't have to be the big one or the small one. It can be just whichever one you want to work on. Okay, does everybody have one? Have an issue to work on? Okay, so we're going to do the exercise. It's called focusing, and it was developed by a man named Eugene Gendlin. Eugene Gendlin, G-N-D-L-A-N. And there's a book actually called Focusing. It's a nice little paperback that you can buy. So now, what I'd like you to do is bring to your mind that issue, the issue that you've decided to work on. Bring that issue to your mind. And as you have that in your mind, notice any sensation that you feel in your body. And now, find a word that describes that sensation. Some word. Jumpy, queasy, rush, fuzzy. And you can go between the word and the sensation to see if you've got the word that fits. A word that really fits that sensation. Okay, and now I'm gonna have you ask yourself 3 questions about the sensation and the problem, or the issue. First question is, what is it that's so blank about this issue? And in the blank, put in the word that you've chosen. What is it that's so blank about this issue? And just pay attention to whatever comes up. And the second question is, if this sensation that I'm feeling had a voice, what would it say to me? The third question is, what would it take for this sensation to go away? And the final step, here's the final step. If I were to take some next steps to deal with this issue, what would they be? What might be some good next steps to take? And just allow whatever comes up to come up with the confidence that somehow it might be useful.